never had one lesson. Hello and welcome to Cocktails for the Quarantine at a Luchador. I'm your host Matthew Claus, and for today, your recorder player. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I must have practiced for at least 15 minutes today. So you can tell it really paid off. Things we do to entertain ourselves when we don't have to go to work. Well, I'd like to welcome everybody to Cocktails for the Quarantine. Today we are here in honor of Kevin Landry. Kevin's birthday today, and he has also made a donation to a food bank in the past couple of weeks, he's told me. It wasn't Hamilton Hunger Helpers, but you know what? Every little bit helps everywhere we go. So Kevin, this one's for you. Now, as it is your birthday, happy birthday to you. And the drink, the cocktail, if you will, that you've recommended to us is actually more of a beer shot, which means it's still going to be cocktailish, but it's more going to be done in the form of a beer. Drop the shot glass into the beer and then chug the entire thing down. We call today the Flaming Dr. Pepper. Now, a Dr. Pepper originally is just a beer with a shot of amaretto in it. But if you want to get fancy like we're going to do today, we're going to put a little bit of Sambuca on top, light it on fire before we drop it in the beer and drink it. Now, as you are aware, fire is flammable. So we need to make sure that we have all the safety propaganda tools that we need. So I've actually brought out a fire extinguisher, and we do have a full sink of water over here ready to go. Should something go wrong, but I'm not too worried about it. I've done flaming shots of Sambuca before in my life, and I plan on doing more. Now, what I haven't done in a very long time is chugged a beer. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we will see, and I'm pretty excited about the prospect. We're doing this today to help out Hamilton Hunger Helpers. It's a food drive being brought to us to help people in need, specifically single mothers who are looking for food in this hard time of the quarantine. So anything you can do to help out, be it a cash or a food donation, please let us know, or go to the link that we've copied onto this video. And in honor of that, we shall go ahead and we shall do our drink. So, I've brought today with me a Moosehead Lager, Di Serrano Amaretto, and this small bottle of Sambuca. Fairly simple drink to make. We're going to do a quick shot, and it's going to be 3/4 a shot of the amaretto. There's no ice today. Today ice is not nice. Today fire is nice. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm just going to do a 3/4 shot here of the amaretto. And then I'm going to take my Moosehead Lager, and I'm going to fill my pint glass up, not all the way, because remember, when we drop that shot in, it is going to have to displace a little bit of the beer, meaning it's going to rise up a little bit. So I would recommend filling your beer glass with at least an inch left to go on it. Okay? Now that that's done, this is going to be relatively quick, by the way, with the exception of the drinking. Won't be very fast, but the cocktail itself, as you can tell, is fairly simple to do. Now you want to float a little bit of Sambuca on top of the amaretto. So you're going to use a spoon. You're going to pour on top of that very slowly. And the reason why I want to do that is because Sambuca is what's going to be flammable. And so it needs to sit on top of the liquor, not in it. So I'm hoping that's got it. We're really going to find out when I set it on fire. Now, one little thing about my chugging prowess. I want to thank my mother and my father for teaching me how to chug beer. When I was a young lad of about 6 or 7 years old, I didn't much care for the orange juice that they made me drink every morning. And the funny thing is, I love orange juice. It's delightful. But back then, I used to eat sugar cereal. And when you try and drink orange juice after eating sugar cereal, let me tell you, it does not taste great. A little bit too sour for my liking. So my dad, with his infinite wisdom, used his digital watch and decided he would time to see how long it would be until I could actually drink my orange juice. So I became quite proficient of pounding back my orange juice as quick as possible to try and beat the stopwatch timer. And I got pretty good at it. I found later on, after I turned 19 of course, that I could use this very same technique for drinking beer quickly and impressing my friends. Now, like I said, I haven't done this in about 10 years, so we're going to see how it goes. But, well, all I can say is wish me luck. Anyways, so I'm going to try and light this thing on fire, and it should look very pretty. Look at that. Not flaming at all. Well, it's flaming a little bit. Maybe it needs a bit more Zambuca. I think that didn't float as well as I wanted it to. Take two. There, it's on fire. You can't really see it because it's dark in here, but if we turn off the lights, maybe you will. Ta-dum! There is the flame. Now, before we set this whole place on fire, let's do the shot. So, Kevin, this one's for you. Happy birthday. Flaming Dr. Pepper. My God, that was tasty. Hope everybody enjoyed that one. I'd like to thank everybody who joined us today. Pardon me 1 second while I clear the gas out of my lungs. Wow. I'd like to thank everybody who was watching today. I'd like to thank my lovely wife Jessica. I'd like to thank Kevin for his donation. And I'd like to thank Hamilton Hunger Helpers. So, having said that, I got nothing to cheers you with anymore, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and happy birthday, Kevin. That's it. Cheers from El Luchador.